Good morning, guys. What are we going to do today? Well, recently I did a video on how to make your own journal, and the paper inside are called signatures. But in that video I said you can make your own signatures, so I had several requests, so I thought I would show you how we're going to make our own signatures to put into a journal. So the first thing you're going to need is your paper. And it doesn't matter what size signatures you're making, but your paper needs to be twice the width. So whatever size journal you want to make, when you fold it in half, that has to be at least large enough, folded in half, to be a page in your book. And that's really the number one thing you need to remember. What I do is I use about 6 sheets of paper for each signature. You can do less, and you probably could do a few more, but when you start getting too bulky, it's really hard to work with. So we have 6 here. And I am just going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to cut it whatever width and length I need it. Cut it just a tad bit smaller than your actual cover. And I trimmed the edges. So now you have your signature, and then you would just continue to add more and more for whatever depth you want for your book. So the next thing you're going to do is plan out how do you want to sew your signatures to your spine. This one is more of an open spine, but let's say you just had a spine on a journal you had made. You may want to go 3 or 4 times where you're going from the inside up, and then back down and tying your threads through the inside. But you plan out what you would like it to look like, and then what I would do is just mark the edges of your signature, and you can decide just how you would like it to look. So then what you're going to do next is you're either going to take an awl or a sharp needle, a large sharp needle, and on each part you're going to make, everywhere you drew your dots, you want to make a hole. And then I'm going to know where I'm going, and then they'll all line up. And you're going to do this to all of them. So after you've poked your holes in all of the signatures you're going to use, and here's your book, I'm going to push this over to the far left edge, because you want to be able, in this little spine, you want to be able to fit all your signatures. So I'm going to push this over to the far left edge, starting the inside. Then I'm going to poke a hole here so I can see where I'm going. And leave enough string because you're going to tie to that. I'm going to go through here. So at this point you can go back through and fill the whole thing in if you'd like, or just tie to there. And it'll keep it secure. I think I'm going to go all the way across, because the more you sew through, the more secure it is in your binding. And I'm just going to bring it up to here and tie it off. And this is where you can be creative. You can leave all your strings hanging out. You can cut them short. And then what you'll do is start with the next one and just move over just a little bit and sew those in until you've got all of them in your book. Okay, so now that you've got the basics down of what a signature is and how you can bind it into a book, you can get as elaborate or just as simple as you would like, but whatever you do, have fun, and I hope you try it out.